Damn, I better get started.
We call it Sweet Talking Comics with Dan and Comic Book Man.
I can't sleep, and I don't know what's real or what's the TV show.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome to my video outhouse. It's time once again for Sweet Talking Comics with...
Me, Sweet Dan Sweet. Hi.
That's
How are
right.
you? Your TV friend.
TV
real life friend.
You know, I haven't said it in a while. You know,
I know.
Just to remind you, we're all your TV pals. We are all your TV pals.
I'm your real life pal.
He's your real life pal.
I'll buy you a beer.
I'm just your TV pal. What's your phone number again?
I'm going to come over and grout your tub.
What's
later.
your phone number again in case people want to get a hold of you?
It's at the end of the show.
If you want to get a hold of Dan, have a beer with him, or to grout a tub with, have him grout your tub, we're going to have his number at the end of the show.
What's your number?
On the other hand, I'm your TV pal, so the closest you're going to get is right here.
You own a store. I can come to your store.
Yeah, you can come to
Well, you got to get out of the house for that.
Oh, man.
Anyway, Dan is here to review one book, and only one book today.
I can only focus my attention so long.
And that one book is the
problem of my generation.
Is the super wonderful, splendorific,
uplifting story
Nemesis by Mark Millar and Mr. McNiven. What's his first name?
Steve
McNiven.
Stephen McNiven, I think.
That's why I'm Comic Book Man. I don't know anybody's goddamn name.
Nobody knows yours. It's a mystery.
Comic Book Man. There you go. There you go. So, Nemesis. How is it? And this isn't to be confused with the DC Nemesis, which Bocephus is very angry about because they rushed that out 2 weeks before this came out in order to cash in on the Nemesis name, because that's a pot of gold.
Yeah.
Who publishes this one?
Marvel Icon.
It's Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Marvel. DC's Nemesis is a continuation of the
Checkmate series.
And also the Final Crisis thing, Escape.
Yeah.
Final Crisis. It was a continuation of that. That's not this.
Not this.
That's not this.
Not even close.
Mere coincidence.
But this Nemesis
is cool.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
So stop off at the store's website.
Thanks, Mr. Millar. No, here's the deal, man. This is another one of the Millar World books that the creator has been doing first through Image Comics and now over at Marvel's Icon imprint. Okay. Couple of things you got to know about this. Mark Millar recently went to Hollywood a few years ago, and he made a little movie called Wanted, based on one of his books.
Yes.
They just finished up, and it's getting ready to come out another movie based on another one of his books called Kick-Ass.
That's right. Kick-Ass is coming soon.
So, when he started explaining this book to the world, he kind of did it in Hollywood terms, which is to take one property and describe it as another. You're describing your property as something else that already exists.
And which property did he use as a descriptive device in order to describe this?
He used a comic book character.
Which one?
Called Batman.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, a lot of people have.
I've heard of him.
So he said the Nemesis character is Batman if he was the Joker. Yeah, I know.
As I said to Bo when we covered this story, well, he wouldn't be Batman then.
Well, right. That's right.
Which went right over Bo's head.
But he still wears a cape.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's where the correlation is. No, anyway, it's the idea that what if someone in Bruce Wayne's position flipped the script and did all the bad stuff for a living, used all their billions and their brains to wage a war on good.
He would be Owlman then.
But that name's copyrighted.
Of the crime syndicate.
But that name's copyrighted.
Oh, yes, it is.
So they went with the next best thing.
Nemesis.
Okay. Because Smokey the Bear was taken too. Here's the deal.
What does this guy do?
He kills people. A lot of them. In really magnificent ways.
Magnificently?
As
in cinematically magnificent?
Well, of course.
To tie into an upcoming movie?
Of course.
Which is what this probably is a pitch for a film?
Inevitably.
Yeah.
Inevitably.
You know, I was reading on the internet the other day, not to digress, but I was reading on the internet the other day.
Digress away.
We were talking about comics, and one person said, you know, all this crap is anymore is ads for upcoming films. And I'm sort of hard-pressed to deny that.
Print the storyboard.
Yeah.
It's rough, you know what I mean? They make money off it one way, and then they make sure they're going to take your money once they make you a fan of it.
Yes, that's right.
But I'm not opposed to Mark Millar's stuff. I think he has a great sense of action, not necessarily a firm grasp of
reality.
No.
Oh.
Or what would happen in the real world. There's some stuff in here that of course is a little over the top, but that's, you know what, honestly, Mark Millar knows their comic books and their movies inevitably. They're going to be over the top.
Is there a part in this movie where a bullet will arc in the air and go around corners?
No.
If you just
wave your gun around. We just shoot like this.
Put a little English on it.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
8,
bullets
9,
are like
10 guys.
Bullets are like billiard balls. You can make them curve around corners. Sure you can.
Hey, it's just geometry and physics, dude.
I saw Roger Rabbit. You know, the
Yeah,
bullet's got a
physics.
face on it, and the top comes off, and a big hammer comes
And a
out. I've
mustache,
seen it.
and they speak in a very stereotypical Spanish accent.
Anyway, we're really getting off
Yeah,
topic.
yeah. Back to Nemesis. No, the book starts off really bloody. He's
Yes.
killing a police. This is what the guy does. He tracks down police commissioners,
Okay.
and he kills them.
Okay.
He delivers a card that says who, when, and where. You're dead.
Are there any heroes in this universe, or
No, dude.
Okay.
Cops
Cops.
are the heroes.
Yeah, but
this
there's-
is the only super villain.
Oh, I'm
And
sure.
he's not super. He just has toys.
I'm sure there'll be someone else who shows up.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think that would be an awesome ending for it. But the way this book goes, he starts off in Tokyo. He kills a police commissioner by running him over with a train, and then runs the train into a building or something, and carnage ensues.
Yes.
Cut to America, where another police commissioner, police chief of some town somewhere,
Is his name Gordon?
no, Blake Morrow.
Blake Morrow.
See, that's the thing. Just like he did with Kick-Ass, he auctions off the names of his characters for the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund and stuff like that. So people can be a part of these books.
That's a cool thing.
Blake Morrow and the guy who Nemesis is are both winners of the auction. So Millar is really cool about that. I forgot where I was. Oh, Blake Morrow.
He's killing people.
Police
In
officer
America.
shows up in America. No. Cut to America, where the police chief uses a shotgun in the most irresponsible way ever in a crowded room full of people to take out a bunch of quote-unquote crackheads
Crackheads.
who are robbing a store.
I hate crackheads.
Groups of crackheads rove America and rob convenience stores, apparently, in Millar's world.
Yeah, well, welcome to 63rd and Stony.
You know, it's just funny, but it's really just B-movie fun.
Yeah.
You know, over-the-top heroes, over-the-top villains. And by the end of the book, Nemesis has shown up in America, hijacked Air Force One,
Oh.
flew it into the Holland Tunnel,
Oh! It fits
and,
too, right?
and then, like, ties... Well, the wings come off.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, it's just
Oh, it
just
blows
like,
up, and it blows
it's sort
up.
of like a big sexual metaphor. You get it? He's really sticking it to America.
Right, okay, right
He's
up.
sticking it to America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. This is the dirtiest sweet talking we've ever done. I don't even know what's going on
maybe
anymore.
for you.
Yeah.
So anyway, how's the art?
The art is...
You love talking about the art. How's
I
the art?
love Steve McNiven,
Yes. Steve.
but this is the one where he inks himself. Or
Yeah.
doesn't ink himself. It just goes from pencils to color, and I hate that.
Oh.
I hate that. I'm going to be honest, man. Dexter Vines has done such a great job on Old Man Logan, Civil War, the New Avengers run that McNiven did. I don't understand what the point was of skipping the inking process. I think McNiven's characters suffer.
Okay.
His grasp of storytelling is phenomenal. It always has been. His scope and his visuals, his ideas for the panels are great. But he's definitely not as clean as you want him to be.
Okay.
Especially not what you'd expect from... I mean, his last stuff with Millar was Old Man Logan. His stuff before that was Civil War. It looked so good.
But the art's not terrible.
No, by no means it's not terrible.
No, okay.
I've just been rallying against this whole pencil to color or penciler inks himself stuff that's going on. This whole trend.
Okay, so this gets a...
Double thumbs up.
Double
This is
thumbs up.
great stuff.
Okay. One of the things that this book has in common with another Millar book,
Uh-oh.
Kick-Ass, is it's already fallen off the schedule.
You mentioned. I heard you mention.
Two and three as of this taping are been pushed back and are late. So if you love this, keep loving it because 2 and 3 have been kicked down the road and are going to be late, just like
And that
Kick-Ass.
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make
sense.
But it's happened. So anyway, with that in mind, go to the store's website where you'll find out exactly when those books are coming out on the late list. And where's the store's website at? Sarah knows.
www.myalternatereality.com.
Stop off at the store's website, check out all the shipping for Nemesis, and check out all of Dan's reviews. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And this is Dan.
saying,
Bye. Up yours.
Alternate Reality is located at 3149 West 111th Street. That's the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in Chicago, the beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood neighborhood. You can always reach us at 773-881-HERO or at the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com.